Welcome to the Power of Care Spotlight. I'm Larry Moliterno with Meridian Community Care, and we're here today with Lynn Burkey, who's certified in gambling addiction treatment. And we are talking about March being Problem Gambling Awareness Month. And I guess the reason that March is used is because there's so much attention being drawn to gambling with March Madness and everything that happens with the NCAA championships, that it kind of gives us a good opportunity to talk about this. And it also kind of leads us, Lynn, to the fact that, and I will say, I think especially in Northeast Ohio, gambling is just part of our social norm, and it's so culturally acceptable. How do we separate what is kind of acceptable to go to a party where they have, football polls at the Super Bowl and NCAA brackets? When does it cross over to really being a problem?
Well, I think recognize you are correct that gambling is a socially acceptable recreational activity, and for about 95% of the people who gamble, it's not an issue. We all have things like the block pools for the NCAA tournament, the March Madness. But there's other things that go on. We occasionally get into a 50-50 raffle. We'll go to Chuck E. Cheese. We'll invest in some sort of a lottery or scratch-off ticket occasionally. And that's a fun thing. We have fun with it. We smile. We tease about it. But there are some people who take these things very seriously. And I think that's really when you can first see the signs that it's a problem. The problem becomes when you're betting more money than you can afford to bet. You're betting with people in an illegal fashion, which means you're betting in some sort of a business establishment where the bookie or whoever is making a profit on it. We've got all kinds of charity activities, sure, like casino nights and bingo and things like that have no significant harm unless somebody starts using up all their retirement money and everything else.
Well, and it's tempting also as a nonprofit organization. A lot of our fundraising activities will revolve around some sort of, auctions and those kinds of things, or silent auctions, or any of those kinds of things, which are 50-50 raffles. And I think that people have so much more access now to gambling, with not only with the internet, which is clearly very easy to get to, but also, we have a new racino coming to town. We have casinos now throughout the state of Ohio that just about anybody in the state of Ohio is within an hour of a casino. But we also have the lottery access. A lot of places now, lotteries expanded to Keno games that you see a lot of places. And now you throw in the fact that you have these internet cafes. So it's really in our face all over the place. So, what do you tell somebody who is struggling? How do they get through these day-to-day challenges of dealing with this?
Well, number one is they have to define whether they've got a problem or not. If they're just having fun with it, they're not losing more than they can afford to lose. If they can, go and come out of the casino or the gambling venue with a smile, well, chances are it's not a problem. But for those people who are having problems, there's harm reduction, which says that we try first of all to teach people to gamble responsibly. If that doesn't happen, we try to teach abstinence. And I think that's the way it differs from a lot of the old school type thinking about gambling, is that abstinence was the only thing. But with so many opportunities, it's very hard to identify even what gambling is. Most people don't think of the stock market as
Sure.
being a gambling opportunity, but those day-to-day investors sometimes use it as that.
So when your gambling gets to the point where it interferes with your professional life or your personal life, and it affects your home, then it's, that you're getting to that point where you probably need to look at very carefully at what your gambling pattern is, and maybe even talk to a counselor about
Sure.
what that issue is.
Sure.
And recognize that people can gamble responsibly.
Yeah, and just to add that harm reduction is not for everybody, that the more
Sure.
serious gambler is not going to be able to actually practice those principles. But for somebody who's on the edge or elderly or something, that that may be an opportunity.
I think what we want to be able to do is make sure that folks out there know that we are available. People can come in if you have a concern about maybe what you're doing, or you're concerned about someone that's close to you. You can give us a call at Meridian Community Care, or you can check our website at meridiancommunitycare.org to get more information. We offer free consultations, and March does just give us an opportunity to let people know that that some people do have a problem with gambling, and if you do, or someone close to you does, we're here for you.